Hello everyone, and welcome back to my podcast. This is episode number 7 of season 3, and I have a lot of stories to tell you. Some of them are graduation stories, some of them are vaccination stories, and some of them are just how I'm spending my time in this limbo period of my school getting over and my college just about to start. I have a few months in between, and I have to spend these days very resourcefully, and I have to spend them very economically. So we're going to do some brainstorming, and we're going to talk about my YouTube channel. So without any further ado, let's just jump right into the intro. Second ever video episode of my podcast, and in this episode my brother was going to come, but then he had to do some important college stuff, so he didn't come. But in the next episode of my video podcast episodes, I'm going to have a very special guest, actually two guests, but the one of those two guests is going to be a completely new guest, never been on the podcast before. So it's going to be a really different and awesome episode. So stick around for the next one, and stick around for this one also. Don't skip, okay? Please don't skip. All right. So let's just start with the first news that's coming right into my head, and that is vaccination. All right. So your boy got vaccinated for the first time 40 days ago, and today, just a few like I think 1 hour before, I got vaccinated for the second time, and that's the final dose. And so my brother also got vaccinated at the same time as me today. And let me tell you my experience with vaccination. It was very fast, okay? You know how? Because when we went there last time, there were a lot of people, but I think it was the first time, so they were going super fast, and they were also taking a lot of precautions. But this time there were less people, but it felt like the line was moving slower. Maybe the line was just a bit more dense. Last time the lines were like one person was standing like 6 feet apart, so it felt longer. But this time also, I think, same amount of people came, but the lines were denser. They were all standing very close to each other, and 3 people were standing in one line, so it was a kind of a mess. So me and my brother were standing in the line, and we are also moving along slowly, and then this one officer guy comes, and he starts like announcing, anyone Pfizer. So me and my brother look at him and like, okay, let's go with him. He's saying Pfizer. We got Pfizer last time, so let's go with him. So we're like, yes sir, we got Pfizer. So he's like, okay, you guys come with me. And then with us, like 4 more people were there. So total only 6 people came with the officer, and he took us through this like super fast line. Like we didn't have to wait in any line. They're like, people were just looking at us like, why are they getting to go first? We are also waiting in the line, but why are they getting to go first? But little did they know, we were in the alpha line. Understood? We are in the VIP sections of lines for queues, okay? So we are walking full speed. There's no one in front of us, only people behind us. We are walking, and then there's this lady at the entrance, and she's checking everyone's vaccination cards. I forgot mine at home, but luckily she said that just show me the SMS that you got for the second dose. I showed it to her, and then she gave me the new card. So luckily I was saved. Otherwise I would have had to wait over there and then call my father, and then he would do something, bring my card, or we had to open the Immune app. Now in Kuwait they have this app called the Immune app, which just shows green color if you are vaccinated and shows red color if you are not. And you need that app to go into theaters or any public area for that matter, which I did. I went to the theaters twice, and I'm going to talk about that very soon. So we got our vaccination, and just like last time, I had no fear of the injection. Like literally, I felt like the needle going in my arm, and I didn't understand when she pulled the needle out. I was like, did she pull the needle out? And when I saw it, she's like, okay, she pulled the needle out, and then she just put a bandage over here, and I came on my way. There was no hassle. But the sad thing, they didn't have free juice this time. Last time they had free juice, but this time no free juice, only water bottles. Even the water bottles were like not cold, they were just like in a like container, but they were not cold, and they were like this small. What is this? What? But whatever, we got the water, and we came back home quickly. It happened, I think it just took us maybe an hour, and from that hour only 10 minutes was actually spent in getting in the line and going for the vaccination. The rest of it was just traveling and then waiting, and that's like miscellaneous stuff. So that's my vaccination experience. If you guys haven't been vaccinated till now, get vaccinated. And I've also heard that my in my family everyone has been vaccinated at least once, except for my father. He also registered, but he didn't get his number till now. So if I heard it from my friend, he said that if you haven't been vaccinated, like you have registered but you haven't gotten vaccinated in 3 months, then it's best if you re-register. So if someone in your family has registered and they still haven't gotten their vaccination in 3 months, tell them to re-register. That could help, just refreshing the what is it called, the system's memory, so that your chance comes up quicker. Okay, so that's my vaccination experience. Now let's move on to my YouTube channel. Alright, today, at the time of recording, I have uploaded my Avenues vlog, and it's 5 minutes 30 seconds long, and it's very good. There's a segment for superheroes in there, and then there's a segment for a very luxurious looking perfume shop in there, and then in between there are like other Avenues clips. It took me 2 weeks to edit it, not because it was hard to edit, but I was just too lazy to edit it in time. If I was grinding at it, I could finish the whole editing process in maybe 2 days. And if I even grinded harder, I could finish in 1 day. But 2 days, let's give me 2 days, okay? Come on, man. A man needs to sleep. Understand? So yeah. Once I remember I was editing my vlog, and I was so deep into it that I forgot to sleep. I was editing till 5 a.m. in the morning. It was a reaction video, but you know what happened? The most tragic thing happened to me. I forgot to save it, and I think some error happened, and then I tried to do something that I didn't know, and boom, everything that I worked on got deleted. I tried to recover it a lot. I was searching all night on YouTube how to recover deleted files, but no, it was gone. But then you know what happened? Afterwards, I got to record the video with one friend, and I was like, okay, at least from that video, the experience that I gained, I used it to edit the video I recorded with my friend Rehan. You know, that reaction video. Most of you must have seen it. So yeah. And I felt like the one that I recorded with Rehan was better than the one I recorded by myself, because in the one that I recorded by myself, I was very less energetic, and very forced dialogues are coming out of my mouth. But when I was recording with Rehan, it was like very natural, and the conversation was just flowing, so it was nice. So yes, guys, please save your work, okay? Don't be like me. Don't just be a fool and not save your stuff. If you want, save it. Otherwise, it's just going to be a big hot mess. So I uploaded my vlog. Check it out. It's quite entertaining. See it more than once, you know what I'm saying? It's a very good vlog. I personally like the superhero part of my montage, because in Avenues there's this phase 4. It's a new phase, and they have this whole section dedicated to like technology and a lot of tech stuff. So there's this like 2-3 shops. They have superhero action figures and a lot of games and stuff like that. So when we went in the shop, there were like these glass cases with so many action figures of Spider-Man, Thanos, his henchmen, Iron Man, all the Marvel superheroes you can think of. So I recorded all of them, and I put them in the montage with the Avengers theme song. And yeah, it turned out pretty epic. But while I was uploading the video, I used one song in my perfume section, like the luxurious part of my video. I used one song which was super duper copyrighted. I mean, it was so copyrighted that I couldn't use that song. Not only was it demonetized, I couldn't even show my video in public because of that song. So I had to delete my video, change that song, and then re-upload it. So yeah, that was a little bit of a doogie, but I fixed it, and now it's good. Plus, in my Avenues vlog, it is going to be a very simple, like just some clips synced up with the music, looking cool, some color grading, and that's it. But there is a part in my vlog where I show like this like those Thanos, that Thanos glove. It was huge. It was a big glove, and it's like 488 KD Kuwaiti dinar. Right? That would be how much in dollars? Maybe 2000 or $2,500 USD. Okay, it is a very expensive thing, but I was taking a shot of that. Okay, I was just going from top to bottom for that glove. So my brother saw that clip and he's like, Abhishek, can you do one thing for this glove? You can see all those infinity gems, right? Can you make them glow in After Effects and like put like a sound effect like the glove makes, when it moves, or like sci-fi noises? At first, I was like, man, Rishikesh, why are you making my editing process even more hard? But then I was like, if I don't do hard stuff with editing, I will never learn new things. Like, for my vlog, it's an old one, okay? Like, I think I uploaded it last year. There was a segment in that vlog where I had to do some animation. And if I hadn't animated, I would have never been introduced to After Effects. But I did, and it was good. It was a nice animation. So I was like, you know what, Rishikesh, I accept a challenge. So I took that clip, put it in After Effects. I YouTubed how to make objects glow in After Effects. There was a very simple tutorial. I followed it, and if you see the video, it's a very janky, like it's not professional at all. It looks very bad. I can do a better job if I put more hours into it. I can make it look really nice. Trust me, I can make it look really good. Like different colors, make each stone have its own color. But this was my first time and I wanted to upload this vlog as soon as possible. Already I had procrastinated on this vlog for 2 weeks, and if I had spent more time on that After Effects special effect thing, it would have taken me more time and it would have stressed me out more. So I was just like, you know what, this is the first time, I give myself a pass. Next time when I make a vlog and I have to do some special effects in it, I'll put more effort and time into it. So it turned out nice, actually. It turned out better than I expected. There was a lot of problems with the clip. I had to fix a lot of things, but it turned out to be alright and a-okay. Most of you, when you see that vlog, you'll be like, okay, I see what you tried to do here, but it's not that good. And I understand. But next time when I do it, it'll be better. I won't do the same thing, obviously, but I'll do something close to it and it will look better. Alright. So now that is my YouTube thing. I was going to do an Avenues vlog with my face in it, and I also recorded a clip with some of my friends. But then I was like, oh, then I have to come home, edit, and then upload. It's too much stress and like too much blah blah blah. So I was like, guys, just leave it. I'll go to some other place some other time and I'll make a vlog. Maybe next time when I go with my friends for bowling, I'll make a vlog. So yeah, that is that about my YouTube channel. Now let me come to my graduation ceremony. Woo! Graduation, your boy. It's finally over with school. So 14 years in the school I spent. I'm 18 now, which means basically my whole life I've spent in the school up till this point. So you can say I'm a little sentimental about leaving the school, but you have to leave the good things behind, then only you can get the new experiences. So our school gave us our graduation gowns, which have been used by multiple generations. They're not, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but they are surely been used by a lot of classes before us. Like I think maybe at least 5 or 4 batches have used that gown before us. Okay, and we got our graduation gowns, but we're not allowed to go to the school for a group photo. Like they didn't take a group photo for our 12th class at all. Like every year since my LKG, they would take a class photo and give it to us in hard copy. But this year they couldn't because of obvious reasons. So we students were like, you know what, we'll do it on our own. So they said, you bring your graduation gown to the Khetan garden and we all will take a group photo session, and you can go home and then hard print or take a hard copy of whichever photo you like. And we were like, nice. So I took my gown and went to the garden, but I was the first one to arrive because on that same day I had to do a rehearsal Zoom meeting with my principal, because there was going to be an online graduation ceremony called Ashirvad, which means blessing in Hindi. So I was like, okay, so I have to get this garden photo session done quickly so that I can go home and do the online Zoom meeting thing with my principal, because I was the one giving the reminiscence speech. Only two batches of 12th are there in our school, 12A and 12B. 12A is science and 12B is commerce. So from commerce class they picked one girl to say the reminiscence speech, and from the science batch they picked me to say the reminiscence speech, which was a huge honor, by the way. I'm so happy that they picked me to say the reminiscence speech, and I was very nervous. I was like, oh my god, but I was little bit like relaxed because they said that we just have to make a video. So I was like, okay, if it's a video, then I can make mistakes and just edit them out. But afterwards, just at the last moment, they were like, no, no, you have to say it live, because otherwise, sometimes on Zoom, when you try to do screen sharing and show a video, it just goes like 2 frames per second, and it's like, what am I even watching? Is it like a motion picture, like frame by frame? What's going on? So they were like, you have to do the speech live, and I was like, oh my god, now I have to learn the speech, and if I mess up, it's going to be there permanently, because they were live streaming it on YouTube. So I was tensed, obviously. But let's move on. I'll come back to the topic later. Let me talk about the garden. So we all went to the garden, and I was the first one to arrive. I thought maybe only 10, maybe 11 people would arrive at most, because most of them live in far away areas like Farvania. Farvania is not that far away, but still, people are lazy. They don't want to come. So I was like, okay, people live in Farvania, Salmia, I don't know, Abbasia. So they won't come. Like, why will they come from that place to like a random garden in Khetan? But then I saw my friends came. I was like, okay, nice. They came. That's nice. Then a few more people came. I was like, okay, nice. And then people I never expected to see in the garden came. Like some of the friends that I know, they never come anywhere. Like any class program, they never come. Only if it's in the school, like parent teacher meeting or some school function, they'll obviously come. But if it's like a students only thing for like private, they will never come. But they came this time. I was like surprised. I was like, damn, you guys came? That's so surprising. And then the final turnout was like almost 35 students. No, sorry, not 35. Let me think. Total 58 students were there. So almost 40 people came for the graduation photos. I was like, wow, I didn't expect this many people to come. I mean, I expected only like 10 or 11, but it was 4 times that amount I expected. It was so much fun. I came there at 4 and I left at 6:30. So I spent 2.5 hours over there, and it was so much fun. Like the 2 hours just went by. I didn't even feel it. It was so awesome. We took so many photos. I think we almost took 250 photos combined total, and some of them really turned out to be great. Like we took like dual photos, then trio photos, then like group photos, all types of photos, solo photos. Oof, it is too much. And plus the time that we went was a golden hour. That means the sun was just shining perfectly. It was golden in color, so all the photos just looked dreamy and majestic. You know what I'm saying? It was not in the afternoon where the sun is just blowing on us. It's not like in early morning where the sun is not even visible. It is perfectly in the 4 to 6 p.m. in summer. So the sun is in that perfect golden glow of the day. So everyone, and our gowns had like these golden ribbons on them. So that golden light of the sun will combine with the golden ribbon made it look even more classic. So yeah, it was so awesome to have a group photo with all the batchmates and classmates. But the funny thing is that as my photo session was going on, I was also attending the Zoom meeting, and when my chance came to say the rehearsal speech, I was literally in the garden. I was like, so I was doing my speech vlog style, like I was keeping my phone like this. I was like, so I am going to miss the whole school, and I wish all my batchmates best of luck and happy life or some shit like that. And after I said my speech, I immediately left the meeting. But then the principal wanted to give me some feedback, and he told me to call him, but I forgot to call him, which was a little bit embarrassing for me. And I said sorry to him, but I was with the friends and I forgot to call. So the next day we had a second rehearsal, and that was the day of the actual Ashirwad ceremony. So that time I crushed it. I wore my proper gown on the Zoom meeting, and I said my speech, and everyone liked it. I liked it personally. You know what I did? So I was talking about my Zoom meeting with the principal and how I messed up a little bit, but then I recovered on the second day. And then what happened? Yeah, it was the day of the Ashirvad ceremony, and I was supposed to give the reminiscence speech. But my friend Sami, who has been on the podcast multiple times, so you guys should know who he is by now. I mean, come on. So he was like, guys, this is an online ceremony, right? So why don't you just come to my home? We can see a movie, and then when Abhishek's speech is on, we'll just be quiet and let him say the speech. I was like, yeah, that sounds fun. So we went to his home and we saw the first episode of Loki. We saw The Conjuring 3, and we did my speech. Now, the speech went excellently. First, I kept it on split screen. My speech was on the laptop and the Zoom meeting was going on. So I was just glancing at it, like the first sentence of each para. I was just seeing it. It's like an ignition for my brain. I was like, that's the line I have to say the next. After that line, I can move on. So that's why the speech was in my head completely. Just sometimes, if I feel like I'm going to stutter, I'll just give it a quick glance and say my speech. So I recorded the speech, and it's better. I mean, it's a good speech. I mean, my principal wanted me to put some, like sad moments in it, but I felt like I didn't put enough sad emotions in it. But he also told me to keep it casual. So I'm not a very good actor. I can only do one thing. So I kept it casual rather than the sad part, which I think he didn't prefer. But it was still a very good speech. I liked it. Yeah, and then one more girl was giving a reminiscence speech. Her speech was also nice, but not very casual and not very emotional also. It just felt like she was doing a normal speech in any other day. So I think my speech was better than hers. So give myself a big pat on the back. So okay, so that was my reminiscence speech, and I gave it while I was in my friend's house, and my parents saw it on YouTube, which was awesome because they recorded it, and I myself recorded my own speech. I looked kind of takla in that in that video because my hair was gone from the side and I put my cap on the top, so it felt like all my hair was like, I'm bald, but no, I was not bald. Okay, I actually have hair, as you can see, and it looks very nice. I like my fade. It looks quite nice. Okay, then we went to his house. We saw Loki. So let me give you a short Loki review. Alright. Now, Disney has a lot of shows like WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, and now they have a new one, Loki. I haven't seen WandaVision, I haven't seen Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but my brother was like, Abhishek, man, Loki is such an OP character, we have to see his show. So I was like, fine, let's see his show. And I didn't expect it to be bad, but I didn't expect it to be like really good also. I just expect to be like, okay, something I can watch while I'm free or something like that. But when I saw the first episode, it was genuinely very good. Like, I was more interested in the story from the first episode itself. I was like, damn, because they completely explore a completely new universe. Like the Timekeepers, the Minutemen, Loki. I don't want to spoil anything because it's such a good show that I suggest all of you watch it. But it's a very new concept that they've introduced in the Marvel universe. Like the last 10 years, it was all about the Infinity Stones, right? But now the next 10 years is going to be completely about like multiverse, different timelines, different universes, and they're going to explore that in the next 10 years. So this was the first genuine step they took in the multiverse direction. I won't go further than that because that will be spoiler territory. But see Loki. The cinematography is so good. I mean, the outro, like the end sequence, when you see it, if you don't know that it's a Marvel show, you will feel like it's like some high budget, highly praised HBO Max show. It's so good, the first episode of Loki. And I think today is the second episode is going to come, but I'm not keeping my hopes up. I think it's going to come tomorrow or next week. I don't know, but I hope it comes. So yeah, I think I would give the first episode of Loki out of 5. I would give it 4. It was pretty dang awesome. Pretty awesome. Check it out. It was very good. We saw Conjuring 3 also. My friends liked it. It had some cool sequences in it, but I've never been a big fan of the Conjuring like franchise. But yeah, people who like it will like this movie, and it was a nice one. So I think I won't rate the Conjuring movie because I'm not a huge fan. So if I rate it, just feels like little bit biased. So just check some review on YouTube. But okay, Conjuring 3 was nice. Certainly wasn't better than the second one. I was more scared at the second one. First one I haven't seen properly, but I wasn't that scared for the first one. Second one was awesome. Third one I was not that impressed, but it was a nice movie. My friends like it, so it is nice. Now, let me tell you what I have been doing in the past few weeks, because the past few weeks have been mental. Absolutely awesome. Because I have been going out almost every third day. Every third day I'm out with my friends. In the last week I have made like 5 posts on Instagram about this. I'm not there in only one post. It's like a solo photo of mine, but everything else is like a group photo, and it has been awesome. Two of them have been graduation, one of them has been me in the graduation, and then the remaining 2 have been me going out with friends. And yesterday I went out to the Cinescape theater after 1.5 years. I went to theater to see F9 in the theater close to my house, but the experience in that theater is nothing like compared to the Cinescape one. Cinescape is just pure theater. I went there to see A Quiet Place Part 2 with my friend Rehan and Anas. And it was, and Sami and Sadman and Khader. So it was such an awesome movie. I saw the first movie and I remember it very clearly. I liked it when I saw it the first time, but the second movie, it's on another level. Like, if that movie is a 7.5, this movie is an 8.5. Like, 1 mark gain, it's very hard. Okay, it's very hard to get a 1 mark gain in a sequel, but this movie smashed it out of the park. Like, this movie gave me serious Last of Us vibes. In Last of Us, like, they have these places with overgrown grass and broken buildings and rotten cars and like animals in the streets or something like that. This movie also gave me those vibes, but I loved this movie so much. All the characters were doing the best acting of their career, except for Emily Blunt. She's a very good actress. She has a lot of acting credit in her name. But the other actors, like Cillian Murphy, he also has a lot of acting credit. Like, he's so awesome in Peaky Blinders. But the other 2 kids, like, I think this is their first movie, or this is the first big budget movie, and they smashed it out of the park, man. The scary parts were scary, the sad parts were sad, the thriller parts were thriller. And my friends Anas and Rehan, they were sitting behind me, and there was this one scene in the movie where a jump scare happens, and Anas starts punching at the screen and Rehan starts kicking at the screen, which is super funny. I was like, what? I also got scared, so I just like jerked like this, but they were actually punching and kicking at the screen, which is awesome. And that is what you want from a horror movie. And it's not like this, disgusting horror movies. Some horror movies just too much blood and too much gore, but this is like a very thriller type of horror movie. Like, there are some scenes in the movie which are just so tense. You are like, oh, please don't move that. Oh, don't drop that. Quiet place. Everything needs to be quiet. And even small drop, you're like, the monsters are coming. The monsters are coming for sure. The monsters are coming. But it was so awesome. And the sound designing in this movie is next level. Like, there's a deaf character in the movie, and whenever they want to show her perspective, they just mute the whole movie, and whenever someone comes up to her, they like bring up the voice or the sound of the environment back. It was so awesome. It was next level. It's an awesome movie, and I saw it in theater, right? So the sound was like explosive. There was some moments in the movie where the sound was just boom, bam, and the speakers were so dang clear, and surround sound. it's worth it. Go see Quiet Place Part 2 in the theaters. You will not regret a single moment. Plus, it's not like super long. It's in the golden area, it's not too long, it's not too short, it's just right amount of long. And it's a very well paced movie. So you won't even feel like it's that long. You will feel like it's maybe 1 hour long. But actually it's 1 hour and 40 minutes long. So yeah, it's an awesome movie. Check it out. Alright. Now, in my next episode, I'm gonna have like 2 guests and it's gonna be a banger episode. So keep an eye out for that. And I think I have taken enough of your time, right? Yeah, I think I have. 30 minutes? Thank you for dedicating 30 minutes of your life to my podcast. Alright. I think with that being said, I should say goodbye to all of you. And I'm going to now spend more time watching some shows on Netflix. I'm seeing New Girl right now, which is, I know, it's like kind of, what do you call it? Guilty pleasure type of thing. But I just saw it because I found it. I know I was getting bored, so I just saw the thumbnail. I was like, let's see it. So I'm seeing it, but I won't finish it. It's like 7 seasons, like 24 episodes in each season. I don't have that amount of time, so I'll just see it maybe like 1 or 2 seasons. I already finished season 1. Season 2 I'll finish, and then I'll just move on. I think everyone is trying to follow that Friends formula, like will they, won't they type of formula, so that they can stretch it out to like 100 seasons. But nah, that format is just outdated and old. So try to come up with something new. See Succession. My brother showed it to me. Succession is awesome. I used that theme song of Succession in my vlog, because of which it got copyrighted and I couldn't show it to anyone. So I had to remove that song and replace it with something else. But it's a very awesome show. See it. I think this year season 3 is going to come out. So check it out. And with that being said, I think it's time to end the episode. Don't you say? Okay. So thank you for sticking around. It's been your boy Abhishek. This has been the ABHI podcast, the second video episode, and more to come in the future. So thank you for staying till the end, and I'll say goodbye. Take your vaccines, alright? Because if you don't have your vaccines, then you can't go anywhere. You can't enjoy life. So get your vaccines and just keep moving forward, alright? And with that being said, I said that sentence 3 times now. I don't know why. I think I just like it, With that being said, it just feels like final, it's like a conclusion. It's a good concluding line. That's a good tip for you speech people out there. If you want to conclude your sentence, just say, with that being said, blah 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 blah. So that's a good sentence. Okay. Now for the 4th time, with that being said, thank you for sticking around till the end of this episode if you did. And the next episode is going to be a banger, so stick around for that. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, press the bell notification so that anytime I upload, you get the first ding on your phone and you can see my video as soon as possible. Leave a comment also, and so that I can know that you guys watched it. And thank you for watching this episode. I'll see you around in the next one. Till then, take care and bye bye.